Why do you go to work each day? Are you inspired to go? Are you happy and fulfilled in what you do? And do you know and understand your purpose in life? Well, if the answer to those questions is yes, then please click off the video because I can't quite help you. But if the answer's no, it might be worth you listening for a few more minutes. My name's Stephen Bones, by the way. And up until January 2018, I didn't know why I was working. I was a small business owner. We were turning over a couple of million plus. We're reasonably successful for some 16 years. But what I've now come to realise is somewhere along the way I'd lost my passion, my direction. And I now know it doesn't matter if you work for somebody else or you've got your own company. These feelings, these situations are the same. And I was getting up early each day, fighting my way to work, through the same traffic, arriving at the same time and doing the same stuff day in and day out. And you know, I did this because of the traditional system I was put into, the traditional values: work hard at school, get a good job or a business and you'll be a success. But I don't know about you, all that happened was it became repetitive and boring. It was like being on a hamster wheel. And I just became disillusioned, tired and stressed. And the big lesson I've learned from this, the big takeaway, was that nothing actually stands still, you know. It either goes in a positive direction or a negative one. In other words, things either get better or they get worse. I never stand still. And the next biggest thing I learned was, unless I did something to change it, unless I took action, it was just going to head in a negative direction. And that's actually what happened. Because I had to close my company. You see, the market changed really fast. And the bigger companies squeezed us out. We couldn't compete anymore. And because I was on that hamster wheel and I was tired and working so hard, I couldn't actually see it coming. So we had to close down. And as I said, that was in January 2018. And at the time I was down, I was probably verging on depression because, you see, I thought I'd failed. I thought that was it. I gave up and I lost my purpose in life. But what I've now found out since then is that life doesn't have to be like this. Because I was introduced to a couple of guys and thankfully they helped me take control back of my life. They showed me that we can create business and work when we want to, when it suits us. No longer having to arrive at an office or a factory or at a shop or wherever your place of work is. No longer do you have to be there for a certain time and leave at a specific time later in the day for a fixed amount of money. They helped me understand that we could earn enough to quit that boring routine and go on holiday to those places we've always wanted to go. In fact, you could go 2 or 3 times a year if you want, because you are now having control of your life and you're working when you want to. No longer do you have to miss those school events or even rush from work to get to them, and you're late because you couldn't get away in time and you sit there all stressed just waiting for it to finish. And I don't know your situation, but for me, I now get to take my daughter to school each day, which means we talk and we laugh and we joke and we have a fantastic relationship. And then, of course, there's retirement. And I know I don't have to worry about income anymore, because when I retire, these skills I'm learning will take care of that as well. And you know, it's all because of what these 2 guys, who are called Stuart and Jay, showed me. They helped me understand a way of becoming successful by building businesses using the digital economy. And it didn't matter at all that my computer skills were useless, and it didn't matter if I had huge capital or not, because I didn't need it. All I had to do was listen to what these 2 had to offer. And they explained now 15 years ago, they began looking into the digital economy, how it worked, and they realised the opportunities that were available to earn income. So they then had an idea, a thought, a purpose, a vision to create a learning platform so other like-minded people who just wanted opportunity, who wanted to create better lives for themselves and the children and the families. They just wanted to give people, anyone, and it didn't matter the colour, religion, sales people, non-sales people, single parents, factory workers, business owners, accountants, the list endless. They just wanted to help anyone that was prepared to put a small amount of effort in each week to be able to learn the foundations of how to create income. And you know, they achieved that by this simple, easy to follow step-by-step educational system. And it's helped create change in so many people's lives. That they've helped them find a purpose and a passion. And they did that by just showing these guys to invest a small amount of time each week. A small amount of time and effort that can enable you to change the rest of your life. So what's next? Well, submit your details in the box below. And I will send you in the next few days a free video workshop. And it won't cost you anything. All I'm going to do is introduce you to Stuart and Jay. And I must say, when I first heard these two, I was sceptical. I did find it hard to believe. I couldn't quite understand because it was different. It was different to anything I'd ever heard before. I couldn't quite grasp how they wanted me and others to succeed. I couldn't understand how anyone would genuinely work so hard to improve other people's situations. So just submit your details. I will send the free videos. All you have to do is listen to the information provided. That's all. And if it's not for you, then if you want to unsubscribe, then do so. There's no harm done. But if you do want to change your life, if you do want to do something positive towards your future, just follow the steps that Stuart shows you. I want to thank you for listening to me. Bye for now and speak soon.